What's going on, guys? TTL here. Gonna go over my top 5 MLB picks for Prize Picks today. Today is August 23rd, 2023. Gonna make this a really quick video. This is only gonna be 2 or 3 minutes long. It's not gonna be as long as my normal videos. So let's just get into it very quickly. If you're not signed up to my Patreon, go sign up. It's $20 a month. You get complete Prize Picks, Underdog, Sleeper, Parlay Play, Sportsbook bets. You get pretty much every single bet that I place ever. You get. So definitely recommend that. There's a VIP only chat, VIP only giveaways. We do watch parties. You get so much value. Go sign up. Only $20 a month. The link's in the comments down below. Also, if you're new to Prize Picks, use code TTL. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100 for free. And let's get into it. So first of all, I absolutely love Xavier Curry under 3.5 strikeouts versus the Dodgers. We'll go ahead and take a look at this on Outlier.bet, who are our partners. A link to a free trial for them is in the description as well. We'll go ahead and look him up. Under 3.5 strikeouts. He's hit this. His 2 games he played in 2022, he went under. He went under in 4 out of 6 games this season so far. He's versus the Dodgers. The 2 games he went over was versus the White Sox and versus Detroit. He got 1 versus the Tampa Bay Rays, 0 versus the White Sox the first time around, 3 versus the Phillies, who tend to strike out a ton, and then 2 versus the Pirates, who also strike out a ton. Don't think he's going to pitch that many innings. Don't think that he has it in him to get 4 strikeouts versus the Dodgers. The over 3.5 is at plus money, plus 105 odds. Definitely going to take this under here, rocking with it. Next, I absolutely love, this is one of my top plays of the day, is Kenta Maeda over 5.5 strikeouts versus the Brewers. So we'll take a look. He's hit this in 80% of his last 5, 80% of his last 10. So 8 out of his last 10 and in 4 of his last 5. The 2 times he's went under over his last 10 were versus Atlanta and versus Detroit, where he lost 0-3 and 0-3. So definitely, you can see why he stayed under there. We can see that in 2023, he's hit this at a 64% rate. In the head-to-head, he has went under, but this was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, April 2021. So not really much to look at there. As far as 2023 goes, though, he's been absolutely killing it. 9 of 14 games he's went over. I'm locking this in versus the Brewers, and I'm locking it in with confidence. Next, I really like actually Mookie Betts over 9 fantasy score. So if we take a look at his last 5, he's gotten 24, 28, 7, 14, and 6. He got 14 and 28 versus Miami. He got 24 yesterday versus the Guardians. I expect him to put up 20 plus again today. As well as if you play on like FanDuel or DraftKings, lock in bets, because absolutely loving this play today. Locking that one in with confidence. Next we have, let's take a look, Zach Thompson over 5 strikeouts versus the Pirates. I actually got this at 4.5. If you're in the premium, that Patreon I was talking about earlier, Zach Thompson, I got him at 4.5. Still like him at 5, just not as much. I would only play him in flex plays. I wouldn't play him in any 2 or 3 picks. If you're going to play him at 5, we can take a look at Zach Thompson. Over 4.5 is around minus 180, minus 130 on some sports books. We can see in 2023, he's only played 2 games this season. The first one versus the Rockies, the second game versus the Mets. He got 8 strikeouts and then 5 strikeouts. Not much to really go off of here because he only has played 2 games this season. Last game he went versus the Mets, though. He got 5 versus the Mets, and the Mets are a much better team than the Pirates regarding strikeout rates. They do not strike out much at all. So definitely like this matchup. We can also see that he does have 1 game versus the Pirates, and his strikeouts per 9 innings does bump up from 11.7 to 12 versus the Pirates. So he does get a little bit of a boost here. I'm liking it. I'm locking that one in with confidence as well. And then finally, my 5th pick of the day. This one's a little bit iffy. Feel free to fade this one. It's Corbin Burnes under 8 strikeouts. This is versus the Twins. That's the main reason that I'm iffy on this. The Twins are bottom of the barrel for strikeouts per game. They strike out the most of any other team in the league. 8 strikeouts is a lot, though. Corbin Burns is also a great name, you know, for MLB pitchers. But we can see that under 8.5 is around minus 155 odds. We can see he stayed under 8.5 in 7 of his last 10, 4 of his last 5, and even 16 of his last 20. This season, he's played 25 games. He stayed under 8.5 in 21 of 25 games this season. He's just not been here this season. Again, I know it's versus the Twins. That's the main reason I'm iffy. But if you take that factor out, I love this pick, man. We can see he's getting 7 strikeouts versus a lot of other bad teams as well, like the Cardinals, Royals. He got 8 versus Arizona, 8 versus the Giants. Giants are right down there with the Twins, so that's good. He got 8 versus the Twins last time around. I expect him to have around 7 or 8. So that's the main reason I'm iffy, just because of that push potential. And I mean, if he gets lucky and gets the 9 or 10 strikeouts, but I do like this, and as long as we don't get unlucky, I expect Burns to stay under. So these are my top 5 picks of the day. Feel free to tell any of those. If you're new to PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, or Parlay Play, use code TTL when you sign up. You get a 100% deposit match, and you get 2 free weeks of that Patreon I was talking about. So you'll get every single one of my picks for free for 2 weeks. Go join the Discord for some free picks every single day that I've been giving out in the Discord. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Leave a comment if you're going to tell any of these picks, and I'll see you next video.